Yo, what's up, everybody? Radio Nation Live in the building. What's going on, guys? Got Sportsman in the building. We got Gravy. We got Ready Gabe. Sorry, we're running a couple minutes late, but, we're right here. We're waiting for everybody to pull up. We're good, Nation.
What's good?
Get the light.
We back, man. We back from that bye week. We back from the bye week. You know what I mean? Shit. It was, we missed that. I missed that football. Even when we have during the season when it's like a week off, I'm like, fuck, man. It's like no Raiders for that week. It feels like it's like a month in between game days and shit. I don't know why. Always, but we back though. It's game week.
We're fresh off the bye week, bro. It's gonna be dope, man. I mean, shit. Then we got the homie Sportsman in the building too, man. Thank you for pulling up, man.
What's cracking?
Shit, chilling, man. Chilling.
What's up, man?
What it do, man? What it do, Raider gang?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All day. So, like we normally do, we get to the chat, do all that stuff, man. We'll let a couple people kind of pull up. Me and Maine were talking about the whole trip to fucking Vegas and shit. He might be out there for the Charger game. Not sure yet, but now I was trying to get Gravy to go to the Broncos game, bro, because I think I'm going to pull it off. We're talking about that shit, Gabe? So, yeah, so I think I'm going to pull that shit off, too. So, and then Maine's talking about being out there, too. So.
Is Gabe going? Gabe, you going to the Broncos game?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm there. For sure, I'm there.
Because I'm not going to be, but because Gabe's going, right? Okay, see, we're already starting with this shit.
He sees you too much, dog. He's like,
that's what it is, bro. That's what it is.
Get tired of it.
Hey, I called him 3 days. Oh, there we go. This fucking guy. Shit, all right. I'm going to get this chat, everybody, man. Like I always say, man, I apologize. This is Radio Nation Live. It's me, Dirty Low, Gravy, Coach Gravy, and Raider Gabe. We got our special guest today, Sportsman. What's up, man? Like I always say when we start the show, man, be thankful for what you do, got what you don't, and don't drink and drive and shit. But I'm going to get to the chat and what you're going to get into it, man. Guerrero, what's going on, bro? Salute to you, brother. Hey, me and Guerrero were playing Call of Duty earlier, man. I actually got number one spot. It was pretty dope. Raider Room, what's up, bro? Holly, what's going on? Salute to you. Hopefully you're having a good one. Everyone's showing love. Raider Pete in the building. What's up, Raider Nation? Let's go. SoCal Sal's in the building. What's going on, brother? Hopefully you're having a good one. Man, there's not really that many people here. Everyone's showing love right now, for sure.
Right there for the bed.
But yeah, we're talking about that shit. We're talking about going to the game and shit like that because I am going to the Thursday night game. Well, you know what? The only thing that sucks is that it's a 5-game, like 2 games back to back, 4 games back to back. We only have 5 days off. You know that? So like the Vikings game, then we play Thursday night, and then we have the Christmas game, and then we have another game right after that. So it's like they're gonna be right back to back, bro. That's kind of a little situation because health wise, them recovering, you know what I mean, playing back to back games so in such a short period of time, that can cause a couple injuries. Hopefully, nothing bad. But
the only person that I was concerned with was Crosby, this big fat knee he had, but there was no surgery. I think it was just a meniscus type thing. Then he just get drained out and you got to deal with the pain.
Well, on this
podcast, I don't think
like the week was good for him. He said on this podcast or whatever, like I think it was yesterday or something like that. He said that the week off was real good for him for his knee and shit like that. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see him, at full strength this week. Probably not full strength. I'll say like somewhere around 90, which is good enough. Shoot.
What's cracking? What's cracking?
We don't. What's up, man? Tell us a story, man. What's going on?
Let us know.
I've seen a couple of your lives, and then earlier, before the started, I was agreeing with you. I told Lo we got to get Maine on because me and Maine agree on something, and I guess you were busy during that week. And by week, you like to just chill and shit. So we let that happen. That the first time Maine says first show, we got to get him on there because we agreed on something. And then what it was is what I was saying during the Kansas City game was that we're looking like the same old shit. You know what I mean? It's a repeat. You said repeat, and it was the same thing. So enlighten us with what your conclusions were to say that.
It was I don't know why I got this fucking lag popping, but
yeah.
How I sound? I got a lag when I'm talking. I'm good.
Yeah, you got to lag when talking. You know what? Just go to do this, bro. Just go to reset. Just pop out real quick and pop back in. It'll work. It'll fix it. It does. It just happens, bro.
All right.
Jump out. Okay, well, what do you log off and log back on?
I'm not getting all that introduction.
Hey, you know what's up, bro?
All that cool ass introduction to Nate.
Yeah. Showing, telling everybody, yeah, it just happens. It's just something that happens. Sportsman will be back right
now.
But
see, I didn't get a chance to talk. I didn't get a chance to talk to Gabe about the Chief game. So, what do you think about that, Gabe? What I was saying, because I didn't get a chance to talk to you because you know where I was at. But the thing is, Maine was saying the same thing, and I heard a couple other people saying it too.
What?
That it looked like the same stuff. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Not like the result wise, you know, having a lead, losing it, getting conservative, just like the last dude.
Well, I think right after our last live right after the game when we went like live the day after, kind of pointed to that a little bit too. It was like we're kind of having the same problems that we're kind of dealing with when McDaniels was here. Remember, I remember you guys when I was telling you guys that like it's the same problem. Our defense is kind of holding us into games, you know what I mean? And other than the Giants game, our offense has been, you know what I mean, kind of, stagnant. You know what I mean? It starts off good. It has a good schedule, like a good scripted, scripted first half of the game, but then after that, it seems like it gets stagnant. The teams catch on, you know what I mean, and then it just what's his name starts getting tight. Like the games start getting a little tight, and O'Connell. I don't know, especially in the last game against the Chiefs, you kind of seen like when the game got a little bit tight after, when like they got down a little bit and faced a little bit of adversity, kind of wilted a little bit again, where he was kind of short arming the ball, like short, like you know what I mean. So it's like we're still having kind of the same problems for sure. Like I do agree with that, and it's just the results. I mean, where if you look at every quarter of the season, which is the first quarter of the season is what really messed us up, because we would be a 500 team if it wasn't for that. But we're 1-3, then 2-2, and then 2-2. You know what I mean? So it's like it's the same type of results. I know it's against different competition in these last two games. Pause, but you know what I mean? It's just I don't know, man. I feel like these last games, especially with this bye week, I think it's gonna really show us if this team is actually gonna take those little steps going forward. Because I've seen that in the first two games, and even in these last two games. You know what I mean? Because they were closer than other games. You know what I mean? There were still games against good teams where we stood in there, and it was like they said, there's no moral victories in football, but like you can see it on the field that we perform better with more energy at least. But for sure, man, I still think we're kind of producing the same type of results. If we got the W's is what's really gonna get his to see if he's gonna keep his job or not. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's what really matters, especially when you have an interim at the front of your name. You know what I mean? Like right now, the NFL is a results-based job. So especially at the head coaching position. So, like I said, you know what I mean? I would say that he did enough for a head coaching job, but you know what I mean? Like they say, there's a lot of factors that take into place, and he has to finish the season off strong for sure, man. Like I think I would say we at least have to get up to like 8 wins, but I mean but we have the capability, I think, of doing it with the teams in front of us on our schedule. But yeah, if sports plays back, shit. Let's see what
you got, man.
Shit, I don't know. Every time I jump on this bitch, my shit want to lag, bruh. But
lag a little bit.
Is it a major lag or is it?
Yeah, we can just run it, bro. Don't even trip. We'll just keep it going.
Right, I'm just listening to you, bro. Yeah. Want to hear what you gotta say.
Let's see if it come in. But as far I couldn't hear everything y'all was talking about. But as far as like Antonio Pierce, I think he I don't know. You kind of got to step back and look at it. Like I look at it a little bit different. Like I think this team hated Antonio Pierce. I'm not hated. They hated Josh McDaniels so fucking much. I think they will be playing this way if I took over the team. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good fucking point.
Real talk. Like, they hate him so much. So, but they so turned up. You know, they definitely play for Pierce. That's what I do like. He's gonna have to get the right guys around him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because the game in Miami, you know what I mean? Like choosing not to really try to push the envelope going into halftime. I think that was huge. And then Miami came right down, got a touchdown after halftime. Mm-hmm. And then doing the same thing again in Kansas City. You know what I mean? Like, having an offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator is one thing, but when it comes down to those decisions, those are your decisions. And that, you know, that's what I'm like, come on, you know, we're rooting for him. But at the same time, everybody wants this job, bro. People who are already qualified, you feel me? So he has to learn from the mistakes he's making. But, you know, the team is definitely playing for him. You know, I'm rooting for him for sure. I just hope that he's learning from these mistakes and get more aggressive, because shit, his job is on the line, you feel me? If you want a job, you got to balls to the wall. You beat Kansas City, bro. You pretty much got the job. So why take your foot off the gas?
Yeah. You were saying, Great Gravy, you were saying something good?
Well, the thing I was mentioning, Maine, when, you know, that I've mentioned a lot, that, you know, I'm pretty much done with the Kansas City game, but there's always one when he tried to kick the field goal on 4th down, on 4th and 1, and you stood up at the podium and said, you know, the heartbeat of our team is Josh Jacobs, and it goes through him first. You know, I'm asking him what plays he likes and all this stuff, and he like shot it all out the window when he missed when he got that field goal and the dude missed it. Over the top, if he would have got that first down, would have changed the momentum of the game. He probably would have been up more confidence, because I think that field goal just deflated that balloon that we started getting a little bit with, you know, we all know, if we know football, that 14 points is not enough points to beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
Nope.
Right. But 21, the percentages start going your way. So when he didn't do that, it was like, is this the same shit? And then I seen the short that you had, and I was thinking the same way as me. The same thing. Yeah. So
I didn't like that.
That's what made me say, you know, how you going to keep this job doing the same shit when obviously when what you said about Jacobs, you're not doing what you said. And he didn't use them the rest of the half. The rest of the half, he only had 10 carries. In the first quarter, he had 10 carries.
And you know, he got to put his imprint. His imprint is on the defense for sure. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like he got his hands all over the defense. You can tell. But like he got to put more of his hands on the offense. You know what I mean? Like they need to play with a sense of urgency, like the defense is trying to. Like the defense has been playing better than the offense all season, but right now it's playing with a totally different energy than what the offense is playing with. You know what I mean? And that's because we're not being really creative. And what we're doing the Josh McDaniels shit. You know, we're coming out, we're scoring early, and then we're putting up 3 in the second half. You're not going to beat anybody like that.
Nope.
We're doing, you know, and that's what I'm like. Come on, foot to the, we got a foot on the gas, man. When you play the Chiefs or somebody like that, and you're a 10-point underdog, you got to play like that. And when you know what I mean, it's 4th and 1, and they got their foot, you know, their heels are dug into the grass. They're going backwards. They can't stop Josh. They can't stop little check downs. They can't stop they can't stop anything. And then you let them off the hook with the field goal. Even if he makes the field goal, it's still you know what I mean?
It's a little bit more confidence, but it's not like getting a first down on 4th. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because we get that first down, you're gonna get a touchdown, and you get that touchdown, man. Like you said, 21 zip is a lot tougher to overcome than 14. I mean, they came back from 17 last season, but you know that was with terrible coaching. But
because you also take off like another 2 minutes off the clock too. You know what I mean? So it's like everything that plays into that. into that decision. You know what I mean? It was just like I understand where he was coming from, but it's just like when you're talking the way you're talking and you're saying you're playing with house money and you're saying like, you know what I mean, the stuff like that he said, like that Gravy, you know, alluded to with the Josh Jacobs shit and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, like it kind of did the complete in opposite in that moment. You know what I mean? So it's like that's the only thing I was like, come on, bro. Is that what it's gonna come down to every time you come in like one of those type of moments? You know what I mean? Are you going to, you know what I mean, play to the percentages or stuff like that, or take risks? You know what I mean? And sometimes you gotta have the feel for the game. And I just think right there he just played a little scared in that situation. The coach a little scared.
Me and Gravy were talking about this earlier. We were talking about, you know, how football is really supposed to be played. Like, you know what I'm saying? You run the ball, create some play action, you know, get the defense to come up. Then you can go over the top of them, whatever, not get some passes going, get that going. But as long as you keep moving the ball, moving the chains, the defense is off the fucking field. Now, our defense is playing good, but what happens is they get out of rhythm because they're out there so fucking long. Right. So that's kind of one of the bigger things that you guys that I realized that was one of the reasons why we lost that game, because we were out of the loop. You start talking about rhythm and stuff like that. We didn't get that first down. We missed the field goal, and then they started moving and stuff like that. The defense is tired because, you know what I mean, we're not on the field as an offensive unit longer. But even though it showed on the numbers that like we basically, there was only like maybe a 45-second difference, but it was the amount of time that we had the ball was more in the first quarter. We took over the first quarter. They got the ball one time in the first quarter. You know what I mean? And it was a 3 and out or something like that. And they punted, and then we had the ball. So, you know, if you really, really look at it, most of the time that we had was on the first half, and that's when we scored the most. So keeping the ball in our possession and keeping the defense healthy, you know what I mean? That's exactly what we need. But the offense is kind of stuttered, bro.
Well, let me tell you this, Dirty. And you're right about that. In our last two games, you know how many points we scored in the second half? In the last 4 quarters?
I think it's 6.
6, yeah.
6.
I think it was 3 points.
Field goal, 2 field goals. Isn't it 2 field goals?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, actually, no. There's 3 points because we didn't score shit in Miami in the second half.
Yeah, we didn't score shit. Nothing.
Yeah, so we scored 3 points in the last 4 quarters, bro, in the second half. That's the fucking problem, right? You lose to Miami 20 to 14. That's a winnable game. There's no excuse. I don't care. I don't want to hear these are good teams. Come on, man. These are winnable games. You got to win these games. You can't give me any points in the second half. Nothing. Zip. Nada.
Yeah, there's no excuse for that shit for sure.
Yeah, and then you do the same thing in another winnable game. I don't care how good they are. It's the NFL. Any given Sunday, right? You're in position to win the game. You're fighting for a job. Aiden's fighting for his job. Come on, man. What the fuck are we doing? We can't score. We can't beat anybody like that. Like, you know. But at the same time, he's learning. I just don't know how open he is and how receptive he is to people around him, because he's making a lot of Josh McDaniels decisions, but Josh McDaniels made them decisions with experience. So, you know, he doesn't have experience. So,
you know, it was just like a whole different coach these last 2 games where, you know, I understand Miami, but you know, Kansas City's a whole different juggernaut. They beat you in every way. You know, they outplay you, they out scheme you, you know, they don't have the players. You know, they got Rice over there dropping 7 balls the game before, 4 days before that, and he doesn't drop anything against us. You know what I mean? So if you're just expecting that, you're gonna get a whole new player, which we did see. He made crucial 3rd down receptions during that time, and then you're playing man in the first quarter, which they got 0 points, and then after that you drop back in zone thinking that these guys are gonna, you know, Mahomes is gonna. You can't do that. You got to put pressure on at all times. You know what I mean? Just you can't like, oh, they've done it to us before. They've done it. They've done this. This is what happens. Well, it's not a good thing when you're up 14. They come back and just never stop scoring. You know,
I mean,
they
but you know
didn't
what?
stop.
I mean, but you know what? That seems to only happen to us. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
other teams can go 14 and beat them. The thing is just we blew those games last season. Last season, we let Kelsey score 3 TDs on us. That's our fault.
That was horrible.
That's our fault. You know what I mean? You start
on like 3 catches. That's
exactly.
crazy, bro.
20 yards. He got 3 touchdowns.
Bro, exactly, bro. After the second touchdown, double teamer. You never doubled. This is why everybody was so pissed off at Patrick Graham. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not putting these guys on these super duper pedestals because the Raiders have been there with these guys. And we can beat these guys with better decision making down the stretch when it matters. And this is where Andy Reid wins. This is where even trash ass Staley on the San Diego Los Angeles Clipper Chargers wins. The worst coach in the fucking NFL. He even beats us down the stretch. He's the worst in the league.
Yo, say, man, say that shit for me one time because I was trying to remember that shit. We're bullshit. I was trying to remember the way you say that shit. That's not like that now nutter shit.
The Los Angeles San Diego Clipper Chargers.
There you go.
Yeah, or the San Diego Los Angeles Clipper Chargers. Whatever way you want to say it.
Hey, I think I could put an offense together that could fucking score on San Diego.
Oh man. And they got good defensive players over there, man. That's how you know that coaching is everything, man.
Coaching.
Like
They
got weapons everywhere, man. That offense is loaded, that defense is loaded, but they can't beat the Cleveland Browns. They can't beat anybody, bro. Like all those weapons, they can't beat no one.
Hey, they wanna get rid of that quarterback, ship him over fucking Vegas quick.
Yeah, just go ahead and jump across the way. We'll take his little pretty
I'll take his ass. I don't give a fuck. I'm pretty ugly. Herbert, you wouldn't have Herbert the Raiders?
Sherbert? I got their own fucking fans are calling him Sherbert now, bro.
I don't give a fuck what they call him.
Hey, that's good. Hey, but you know they don't understand football. They blaming him for this trash ass team around him. You feel me? Like he's got to be Superman. It all sounds familiar, but I ain't gonna go there. But they're killing him for no reason. What the fuck what can he do, bro? You got trash coaching. You're the Chargers.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm surprised that fool still even fucking has a job, bro. That's crazy.
He should have been gone, bro. I can't believe they still got him there, man. I can't believe he's still there. Loss after loss, I can't believe he's still there.
Yeah.
I can't believe.
I mean, they must be broke. they must have no money to pay anybody else.
Hey, they don't believe in Kellen Moore. I thought they might be trying to slide Kellen Moore in there.
Yep. That's what I was talking about last. I think that he hasn't done enough with that offense to propel them, or else I think they would have made the move already. Now I think they're gonna make the move in the offseason. They're gonna go evaluate, see one of these guys, from these upcoming guys, because that looks like the route they're trying to go. Because that shows out of nowhere when they got Staley. I mean, I know that there's been chatter supposedly about, but I don't think he's ever gonna leave New England. So this is supposedly the favorite thing for Bill Belichick were to go to the Chargers. I heard some fucking rumors about that shit, but
he need to retire, bro.
Yeah, he need to sit down.
You want the Chargers to look like that? You want the Chargers to look like
somewhere?
Hey, if he go to the Chargers, that'd be cool. That'd be trash still.
Yeah, he just need to go sit down with his wife, dog, and just chill out. You know what I mean? Before he starts really damaging his fucking legs.
With Robert Kraft, he need to link up with Robert Kraft, go holler at the hungies at the strip, and just don't get caught by the police. And just live his life, because his coaching days is over, bro. It's trash.
Yeah, because if I was Bill Belichick, unless I knew I was gonna go to a team where I knew they were Super Bowl ready, that's the only way. Like, because now you're really starting to hurt your legacy. Everybody's gonna you already hear almost everybody say that it's all Brady. So it's like now if you just keep doing that shit, you're just adding to like the you're basically solidifying that shit. You know what I mean? You're just basically saying, okay, yeah. It was all Brady, which all people know, but there's still some people holding on to it. You know what I mean? That Bill Belichick's still the best coach ever. Like, I don't know about that.
He better go to Cincinnati.
Yeah, because I think that's the only chance, like the only really chance he really has, bro. Because he don't have nothing to prove no more. Just retire.
Yeah, exactly.
They did the most Cincinnati, Jacksonville, last night did the most dumbest play I've ever seen in my life.
Who?
Killed the momentum. Killed the momentum.
It was just funny. It was just the guy threw it right to the. It was like a Chandler Jones type thing, but worse. Throw back to the quarterback throw back to the receiver. That they just ate it all up. They ate it all up.
Hey, Jalen Carter was crying, but Jalen Carter is the number one ranked rookie, defensive rookie in the NFL right now. He's a fucking beast. I don't know why he was crying. I guess because they was losing, getting their ass whooped. But no, I was talking to the chat because somebody was saying something about Jalen Carter.
Oh, Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter only has 4 sacks, bro. But look at the guys that he has around him,
tackle, bro. He's defensive tackle.
That's good.
Don't get me wrong.
That's good for a defensive tackle.
Hell yeah, that's as a rookie.
Like when Aaron Donald got 10 sacks, dog, as you know, as a defensive tackle, that shit was like, what the fuck? 10 sacks for a defensive tackle, like what the hell? Like, yeah, exactly. So Jalen Carter as a rookie, 4 sacks, and all the pressures that he's already had, and he don't play that many snaps. He don't play that many snaps because there's so good of a rotation there. You know what I mean? Exactly. So you imagine if he was on like every down, like it's just, and I think more of his like that was crying out of anger because you could see like he was crying, but you could see that fucking mad look on his face. You know what I mean? So it was like that was more out of like he
should be a fucking Raider. He should be a Raider right next to Max Crosby. Yep. He should be a Raider next to Max Crosby, man, instead of fucking.
We done wore that subject out. So
yeah,
but the other thing that everybody's talking about, and I don't know
Penix Jr.
Stuff, is
Penix Jr. Hey, how y'all feel about Penix Jr.?
That could be another one, but
we'll get to that one. I want to ask because I know Sportsman said something about Penix because I seen your.
Let's go into that then. Well, going to the quarterback situation that we got going on here, man. What you think?
What about
should we number one pick right now? We're at what, 12, 11 maybe?
11, I think.
And you think Penix will be there, or this plethora of quarterbacks that are in college?
I mean, we got to see who's going to be down there. I mean, because the number 1 pick is going to be Carolina, but that's going to be the Houston Texans pick. They're not getting a quarterback, so you just can't be afraid to trade and go get your guy. You feel me? We can't worry about someone falling to us. We got to be aggressive and go get our guy. If you don't love Aiden O'Connell, if you don't love him, not, hey, I think he's okay. Hey, nah, that's not good enough when you got the class coming up. You have to love Aiden O'Connell to pass up on Bo Nix, to pass up on even my dude out of LSU. It's too many weapons, right? There is too many weapons to not know. We have to know. And it's not we gonna cut him. You're a backup. You're a backup. Battle the rookie, but to me you can't pass up a guy. You gotta give up some capital and go get your guy.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about too the other day too. Like, if this guy is not your guy and like that shit, like you have to be willing to, like, it don't matter. Like you seen what Texas did this year. You know what I mean? The Texas did this year, and trading up to go get their guys, you know what I mean, at 3 and 1, you know what I mean, in Stroud and Will Anderson, you know what I mean. So it's like if you have that possibility, and that Aiden is not the guy, like you have to like Sportsman was saying, though, like I kind of alluded to this shit last week too. Like we have to do that shit. Like that's a no-brainer, though. Like with this, like that's why I was saying it's unfortunate for Aiden that he only has this amount of like time for an evaluation or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, dog, they stand and foul, dog. Like nobody really gets, like, only a couple actual guys that have gotten like that's actual like a opportunity, you know what I mean, where they have a chance to, like, mess up or shit like that. But unfortunately that's not the hand that Aiden was dealt this year, bro. Like he came in half of the season, the stuff happened with the coach, and now it's like everybody's being evaluated. So it's like, right. And it compounds shit when you have such a fucking good quarterback class coming in. You know what I mean? So your evaluation has to be quick. It can't be this 2-year evaluation shit. Not with this quarterback class coming in.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that for sure.
And on top of that, he's a 4th round pick, right? And he's not going to be anybody's guy. You know, we've seen what happened to a 9-year veteran. This is just the game, right? So whoever it is not going to be, you know, Aiden's not going to be their guy. You're a 4th round pick. We have nothing invested in you. I'm going to go get my guy. So 9 out of 10, we're going to go get another guy. Unless Aiden comes out here and he starts like really doing some shit.
So my thing is what I seen, and I just read this actually last couple days ago, was that Jalen Daniels was with Coach AP at the beginning of at Arizona State, and then he did the portal and stuff like that. And as of right now, on the numbers, and everybody's kind of saying that he's looking like the number 1 pick.
When Herm Edwards and Antonio Pierce left, he left.
Okay. So, but he's looking like that number 1 pick. And I mean, if we move up, because, I had a conversation, I'm not going to say who, because I don't want anybody to throw him under the bus, but he was saying there's a possibility that you hear that the Jets are going to try to fucking throw everything at us for Devontae. You know what I mean?
The Jet, why would you do that? Why would you do that, Lo? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No. But I was just like,
the Jets are going to pick late in the 1st round. You need to talk to these dudes that are top 10 type guys. That's where you're gonna get good players at. You don't want to be trading Devontae Adams for your 1st round pick and it's fucking number 27, number 26.
Right. No, of course.
You know what I mean? Right. You're not gonna get shit. You're not gonna get shit. You're gonna get a 2nd-rate offensive lineman. Everybody's gonna be gone just about on the team. You don't trade Devontae Adams with that.
What if Houston wants?
I think if you keep
did the Jets trade the 1st round pick or what?
No, I don't know.
They have a high pick. Right now they actually have a higher pick than us.
What if Houston says, "Hey, give us Devontae Adams, and let's swap 1st round picks"?
Fuck no.
You don't do it because they're gonna have the number 1 pick. Because
they're gonna give me Dale. You're gonna give me Dale or fucking Nico Collins or fucking some defensive.
Yeah, you're gonna give me somebody else for that too.
For the number 1 pick.
The number 1 pick is gonna be Chicago.
They ain't going. They're gonna get the quarterback
because Carolina has the worst record and they have Carolina's pick from last year. So Chicago's gonna have probably. Yeah, Chicago's probably gonna have.
No, it's not Carolina. It's not Chicago. It's Houston Texans. They got the pick.
No, because Chicago was number 1. Remember last year, and then they went back to 7. They dropped to 7.
This is what it is. This is what it is right now. So this is what it is. As far as the picks are concerned,
right?
It's Chicago number 1 through Carolina, right? So then it's Chicago, New England, Arizona, Washington, Chicago. Jets is number 6. Giants, Tennessee, New Orleans, Tampa Bay, and New Orleans probably gonna need a quarterback too. Tampa Bay's might need a quarterback too, and then it's us. So we're at 11.
So I would talk to the Jets.
You gotta pay. You gotta fucking pay. You feel me?
The Jets are bad right now, so they have like a 6, but they're gonna need a quarterback too. So who knows?
Need a quarterback behind Rodgers.
Because they're gonna have because Rodgers, regardless of how, like if he's there or not, like this quarterback class is so deep that they could sit him behind Rodgers for a year or 2. You know what I mean? If they have to. You know what I mean? So I think that the Jets are still in that business of a quarterback maybe too. They start to see how Rodgers even comes back. Yeah, they start to see how Rodgers even comes back.
Yeah.
True.
If I was him, I'll be done.
And that's my thing. I'm saying, what does he have 1 year left? And then the whole thing was Devontae. Like I just brought it up because me and my boy were bullshitting about it a little bit. I'm not necessarily saying that would be a bad move, but I think getting rid of the number 1 receiver that we needed for years would be a bad move all the way around. I might give up a couple other people. You know what I mean? I don't know who, but we don't really have. We're not giving up.
It matters what coach we got, bro.
But you know what it reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of right now, that since we don't have a guy that can actually make all the throws and you can, actually depend on, It reminds when we had Randy Moss and shit. We had Kerry Collins throwing the ball. Like he was
right.
We didn't get a chance to even utilize him, right? People was like, he's done. I'm like, bruh, Kerry Collins is throwing the fucking ball. He ain't done. And the next thing you know, he catches fucking 20 touchdown passes from Tom Brady, and Brady throws 50 touchdowns the very next year.
Yeah, broke the record. 23 touchdowns that year, dog. Fucking crazy.
Right? Fucking went crazy after everybody thought he was done. No, he wasn't done. It matters who's throwing the ball, right? It matters who's coaching. It matters all that shit matters, man.
Now, everybody, we're just talking about this. It's not necessarily, these are just, things that a lot of people putting out there, and we're just having a conversation. There's nothing.
But
we don't want us to win. Exactly. I want to put that out there. We want to fucking win it out and fucking try to get a playoff spot. That's what we all want on this panel. Don't give a fuck way we look at it. We don't want to lose at all. We want to win, but we're just looking for the future. You know what I mean? And it's just good conversation. So y'all don't take it too crazy. Anyways,
I fucking get me. I get the best offensive lineman out there. Shit.
You would take if you can draft off the whole offensive line fucking in the first round, bro. You would. Anybody, I know that for sure.
You know what would happen if we would have did? That would have happened if we did that 2 years ago. We wouldn't have to be worrying about Aiden O'Connell. We'll be saying Aiden O'Connell's a fucking franchise quarterback because he's fucking.
You'll have like 8 seconds to throw the fucking ball
because he's a statue. He's a statue in the pocket. We all said
and that's the thing that we're talking about too. Like, say AP's not the guy, right? Like, when if you're gonna bring in a coach with you know what I mean, with Aiden O'Connell, that's another thing too. Like, it kind of like puts you in a box of who you're gonna hire if that's actually your guy. You know what I mean? Because he's limited in like mobility wise and stuff like that. So you're gonna have to like, if you want to cater to the quarterback, you kind of have to like, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to try to like. So it's like, I rather. To me, it's at this point, I don't think he's not the guy. It's because in this NFL, you need somebody that's not that can't not a Lamar Jackson or whatever. Because I mean that would be awesome, but if we can find somebody like that. But I'm just saying, like, somebody that could pick up first down with their feet, somebody who could, move the pocket, somebody who's like just, more awareness in the pocket, you know what I mean? Which he can work on and stuff like that, but it's just his feet are just not moving, dog. Like his body just
exactly. And it's like, do you really
want to? How long was he in college though? 7 years.
8 years.
8 years.
7 years.
He graduated college. 7 years. He only got some associates.
He didn't gang a fucking yard and rushing as a quarterback.
Yeah.
No, it's.
And I think like a guy like Lamar, that you would have the best running game in football with Jacobs and Lamar.
No, trust me. No, I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. Like that would be awesome. I'm saying like that's like a dream.
Amazing. I was hoping we could pull that trigger.
Like a dream situation. But what I'm saying is like at least somebody who can move the chains running every once so often. I'm not saying like obviously like. If we could get a guy who could run like that and and improve and to the amount of like what Lamar has improved to, you know what I mean, even throwing wise and all that stuff, like for sure. But I'm just like, you know what I mean? But like I don't want to put my expectations up here and then get like I'm just saying like we just need somebody who could actually is mobile. That's it. Just have some mobility. It's non-existent with Aiden.
Well, you know Fields is gonna be out there.
You know what? Now listen, Gravy's not too far off on this because Chip Kelly was part of that organization at the time when they picked him up. But he looks pretty bad, bro. He looked pretty bad. He can move, but I mean, shit,
I mean, but bro, they don't got nobody out there. Who's the coach?
Look at his offensive line, worse than the league.
Hey, who's the coach? Quick.
I don't. They got Mooney. All I know is Mooney.
Who's offensive coordinator? Quick. Nobody fucking knows, right? Like, I can't. Yeah, you remember? And he's trash. Remember what he did with us? Now look at this though. Remember what Trevor Lawrence looked like with fucking Urban Meyer? He looked like fucking garbage, bro. He looked trash.
Word? Yeah.
He looked trash.
Okay, so dream scenario. So it's not even a dream scenario. Scenario, we get Justin Fields. Say they go pick out whoever they're going to get, right? They get the quarterback that they want. Justin Fields is not going to whatever. We figure out a trade. We get them. Whoever we send Renfro or whoever, however it works. Who's the OC for him?
That's the thing.
That's the biggest thing.
It's not gonna be Bo. I just think that regardless of how it works out the rest of this year, it's not going to be Bo, because he's still too young. It's like there's just no way like that. That's going to be one of the top priorities, regardless of who we bring in a coach. If we keep, AP, we're going to have to get another top-notch offensive coordinator for sure.
I think it's going to be the coach. I think the coach is going to call the plays. I'm thinking fucking. Say if Eric Bieniemy was a option for us, right? He'd be bringing the Andy Reid system, right? And people can say what they want. Think about this, y'all. Think about this. Every year that Kansas City offense dominates, right? Even last year without Tyreek Hill, what they do win the Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This year that offense looks a lot fucking different. Who's gone? Eric Bieniemy. Hey man, I'm saying he don't ever get credit. Andy Reid been screaming for years. He calls the plays. Yeah. Nobody want to give him a chance. But if he comes to your team, right? If he comes to your team, he's bringing that system. Who doesn't want that? They bring him. Let him stick it to Kansas City every year.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll be.
I like Bieniemy because look at what he has Sam Howell doing. Like that team's not that good, but. How is that dude one of the leaders in fucking passing yards and and all this shit? Where did he come from? You know what I mean? So
who said Sam Howell? Who said Sam Howell's not a good quarterback, bro? He's consistently
nobody was talking about him.
Consistently,
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Different names. There could be different names like the whole. I'm not even talking about the Raider Nation. I go. Every fucking team has their guy that they're in love with. Like there's Charger guys. Oh, Herbert's the best quarterback. He's better than Mahomes, which is bullshit.
What I'm saying is you could be good. Like there could be all guys that they could be in love with. What I'm saying is that he has him playing, and he has him solidifying why they were whatever, why they picked him. You know what I mean? And he has him playing to that level at least. He has they're not questioning that pick. Is what I'm saying. They're not questioning. Oh shit. Because there was some people question like Sam Howell, who's Sam Howell, but now they're like, oh shit, that they got a gem when they got him, and who's the guy behind it? Eric Bieniemy. You know what I mean? So that's what it's.
He's already assistant. He's already an assistant head coach.
Hey, real quick, somebody just said fuck. Real quick, somebody said fuck no Eric Bieniemy. He's shit in the bed in Washington. Bro, he's offensive coordinator, man. Relax. He's not the fucking head coach.
Yeah, he's not the head coach yet. But see, that's the thing about Bieniemy. I don't think he's coming back. You know why? Because if he's doing this with Howe, and then Washington has the 4th pick, he can go get his quarterback that he wants, like a Penix or something like that.
Yeah, they're gonna most likely keep
because what's the name's gone. You know what I'm saying? He's probably gonna end up being the head coach. And Gravy, you even said that too. Because you even said that, Gravy, that there's the pecking order. You start doing this, and he's actually showing signs with Sam Howell. You know what I mean? So right there, they're not giving. All they need is a quarterback.
Yeah, his opportunity to be a
get rid of. Excuse me, guys.
His opportunity to be a head coach is in Washington or wherever they are now. Well, yeah, Washington because Rivera's under a hot seat. He's getting up there in age, and
they're gonna hate on him.
Wheels getting up there in age too.
They're gonna hate on him, right? And they're gonna hate on him because they're gonna ignore the fact that I think Washington, even though they're losing, they score like fucking 27, 25 points a game. They score. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna ignore the fact that Kansas City offense isn't as good as it has been this year. And it's like, well, they don't have Tyreek Hill. They didn't have Tyreek Hill last year, and the offense was better. The only difference is fucking my man is not there no more. So I don't know.
And I had a fucked up owner. They had a fucked up owner. They got a new ownership there. And then Rivera was his name, Snyder's guy. So they're probably just going to get rid of that for the respect of Rivera. And then at the end of the season, Rivera's going to be gone. Watch. 2 minutes later, the enemy's on the fucking on the news conference and he's the head coach. He's already assistant head coach. So
Yeah, so this is bound to
you're gonna
happen.
have to.
So as far as the enemy's going,
I think his offensive coordinator days are going to be over, or he's going to call plays as a coach.
Yeah, I hope so. He need to.
Yeah. So for me personally, like I think everyone keeps bringing up the enemy because the enemy, bro. Like me personally, like through all this and everything like that, his job's in Washington. That's it. It's already set up. I seen that once. I already seen them losing, and you already seen Rivera kind of looking like he doesn't have his defense playing the way it needs to, and then he's having issues with Sweat and his defensive lineman. You know what I mean, bro? That's neither here nor there. So he's gonna stay in the NFC, bro. I don't think even if the enemy had the fucking balls to do it, to play his ex team twice a year, bro. I don't think he's ready for that yet. There's the order that he has to go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he has to prove himself as far as being a head coach. But as far as an offensive coordinator, I wouldn't mind some of the plays that he has. I mean, some of the stuff that he can bring, but it's not feasible. It's not going to happen, especially with them having the 4th pick, bro. So, it's not going to happen personally. So we got to be like more along the lines of like, what would be the best for the Raiders. And then it all depends on who's the coach too. So
yeah, it depends on what direction we're trying to go. We want to be like an offensive team, a defensive team. We want to be like, you know what I mean? So it all depends on Mark Davis, man. What does he see this team being? You know what I mean? Like that's the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like what does he see for the team?
Yeah.
To me,
me, Gabe, and Lowe talked about this guy, man, but we haven't heard your point of view. And this is the name that I'm hearing a lot with the Raiders. And I'm sure you're tired of it because it's been year after year after year that this guy uses the Raiders as a pay to go somewhere else. And that's Jim Harbaugh. What's your feeling on that, dude? Again, for the fucking 3rd time already being associated with Raiders head coach.
Well, for one, I like Jim Harbaugh a lot. Because for one, he's proven he can do shit. The players fucking fuck with him in San Francisco. They went to the Super Bowl. He gave him a swag. You feel me? He gave him an identity. If you think about it, the Niners' identity right now, that came from Jim Harbaugh. That's Jim Harbaugh's identity still right now. Right now, his imprint is still on that 49ers team. You know what I mean? That defense. You feel me? So I wish we would have pulled the trigger on him last year. But you know who we decided to get? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, he's a proven winner. I think he'll come in with automatic respect, which is key. We all know that. We see how that just went. And
but you don't think he used the Raiders as leverage to get that big payday at Michigan?
I mean, if it was up to him, he probably would have took the job. I mean, think about it like this: you think Mark Davis is going to hesitate to pay the guys he wants? Fuck no, he don't give a fuck. He'll outbid Michigan. The thing is, he really wanted Josh McDaniels. That was the fucking problem. He really wanted this Josh McDaniels, Dave Ziegler package that was trash from the gate. He really threw it all on the line for that trash. He didn't really consider anybody else. You know what I mean? Like, what a fucking idiot, But he learned his lesson, though. He seems to have learned from that shit. I think he's going to be careful about how he goes this time around. You know what I mean?
Hey, I got a question right here. Joe Alice put this up earlier, and he says, "What are your thoughts on J.J. McCarthy? Who is J.J. McCarthy?" I'm going to be that
Michigan quarterback. Michigan quarterback.
Okay, Michigan
quarterback. I mean, it would be great if like, because that would be. I don't think he's like a rumored to be in the first round or anything like that. So like, and if it's for sure like that we bring in like a Harbaugh, for sure that's like a feasible fucking option. Like because I mean he already knows that kind of works together. Like he's already had. He don't need to learn no new offense. You know what I mean? That so he comes in already with some. If that happens, I think like that would kind of. It would be kind of good just because, it's like he already has, a feel for the coach, he's already played with them for 4 years, you know what I mean? So it's like, I think JJ McCarthy would be a good option, but then again too, like you have to identify as that guy. If there's a guy that you have a chance for and he's better, then you have to go out and get that, you know what I mean? But JJ McCarthy, well, from what I've seen, I like him. Is just that he doesn't get a chance to kind of showcase much of what he has, just because they're more of a run first team. But that's Jim Harbaugh football, you know what I mean? And I mean, I wouldn't mind that idea. That wouldn't be a bad idea, because it's shit. At least that's the fucking plan. That's something that.
Shout out to Jaw Raider, bro. I see him going. Everyone going back to chat. Oh, I guess popped out. But he said right here, people don't understand. Jim Harbaugh had players going through the wall. TMZ ran a 9 player asked him about Jim Harbaugh, and the beef started with the GM. Whoever the GM was, that's pretty much where it came from. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, he pissed off with the management of the. He got tired of his you know, he's kind of an asshole. He loves his players, bro. You know,
right.
and that's one thing the coach did. You know, he brought in people around him that were good fucking coordinators. They were younger then. Like, he had a young Vic Fangio. You know, he had a young a plethora of
who was his offensive coordinator?
I was thinking about that right now, and I had it, but I lost it.
Okay.
It'll float around my. It takes a while to come back to my mind real quick.
But I still think that these next 5 games are going to be a big. You know what I mean? They're still, because basically the fucking interview is still going, dog. You know what I mean? It's still 5 more games left, and I still think I'm damn sure he has a chance to still get himself the job. I still think at the end of the day they're going to be looking for a quarterback regardless. But I still think for damn sure there's a big chance because I still think that we're going to win a couple of these games coming up. So I still think there's a great chance for AP to keep the job. It's just that I think there's still going to be some things that are going to have some changes that are going to have to be made, like in the at quarterback. My opinion, I think at the quarterback and at the offensive coordinator position. I mean, and then we'll see how the defense still kind of performs the rest of the season. I've seen improvement for sure from them, but we still got to see the rest of the season, because they did give up 31 unanswered points last week. So you know what I mean. So it's like we gotta see, we gotta find out where that defense is for real for the rest of the season. You know what I mean. So, but I do really think there's a good chance for AP to still keep this job.
Me personally, bro, like
Washington, Charles Washington and money are bringing the heat.
Yeah, I know they're going in. They're going in right now. APS, they're going back and forth right now. Bring back.
No, I don't think they're with each other, but they're just talking about the nation.
No, I mean, but no, what they're saying is the truth, though. Like, I mean, a lot of the shit that they're saying, I'm seeing what they're saying right now. You know what I mean? The clickbait. I don't know if I don't clickbait anything, but I mean, I hear what you're saying. You know what I mean? But I mean, still though, it's like everyone has their opinion, bro, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with having your opinion. You know what I'm saying? We're not sitting here trying to like knock each other down. It's like these are just opinions. These are just fucking thoughts, bro. I mean, all of us, we do this just because we love our team, bro. No matter fucking what, we love this team. You know what I mean?
Everybody's trying to find the answers. You know what I mean?
Everyone's trying to exactly.
Management's trying to find the answers. Everybody's, so
everyone's trying to find that answer so they can get that winning shit going. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like my own biggest gripe with fucking, and this is kind of what, and I'm not bagging on Raider Paul, but like I'm just saying, everyone bring back Chucky 3.0, and we were talking about this last time on the live, that these guys are pretty much all in the same tree of Holgram. You know what I mean? Now, who's won out of that tree? You know what I mean? Which was Andy Reid was the only one that won Super Bowls out of that tree. Because Andy Reid, Gruden, Jim Harbaugh, they were all there. You know what I mean? They were all there with Brett Favre and that team and whatever, not so forth and so forth. So the only one that won out of Super Bowls out of that bunch is Andy Reid. So it's basically the same thing like the whole Belichick tree. Oh, it's the Patriot way and blah, blah, blah. All these different coaches that are coming out of that, they really have no shot. The only one that's not even really a coach, that wasn't even under that, was what's the name? The linebacker that's coaching Tennessee. And look at how they're going. So Vrabel, there you go. Thank you. You know what I mean? So if you
Vrabel's Belichick. Vrabel's a Belichick guy.
Right. But he wasn't a coach. He started coaching after the fact. He didn't go to the Patriots and do that stuff. You know what I mean? Kind of like how they started. So for me, here Harbaugh, I'm not saying that he doesn't have the accolades and all the wins and stuff like that. But when we read everything, I think he was 49-22 in the NFL, had no Super Bowls at all. Went to the play. I think he went to the Super Bowl 3 times, lost all 3 or something like 3 out of something like that, or playoff wins 3 out of 7 or some shit like that. I'm sorry, I don't have it.
What are you talking about?
Harbaugh. But on the flip side, if you really look at it, he's second best in that tree of coaching. You know what I mean? So for me, bro, like Harbaugh, I'm not saying that he's not proven and can't be somebody. I just rather him not be our coach, personally. You know what I mean? So that's just me.
I just think, Lord, is that I'm not downgrading that Harbaugh would be a good coach for us, but the thing is that you know, I want stability there at coaching. I want a guy like to be there for like Tomlin, you know, like Belichick, like you know, guys that are going to solidify that coaching position to where we don't have to worry about the mistakes of coaching, and then have his tree, you know, blossom into good coaches. You know, his offensive coordinator and we're doing this year by year bullshit, and then we wonder why we lose games. You know what I mean? You know, and I heard that, you know, it's a coaching league, and you know, I sometimes differ than that, because you can have a shitty ass coach but good players and still win football games as long as they're guided in somewhat of a direction. You know what I mean? But you can have a shitty head coach and a good offensive coordinator, or a shitty head coach and a good defensive coordinator, to where they listen to this guy and he's better than the coach. That's the situation that I think we get AP, that's going to happen. You know, we're going to get a guy that AP knows and AP wants, but he's always going to be not as because AP's never been a coordinator. You know, he was in college, but it's totally different. You could do more shit. You got 100 fucking something players on your squad. You got to narrow these players cut in half. You got to get the best 53 men. You got to get the best 53 guys that you think can make your team the best team that can be.
Tell me this, guys. Tell me this, though. Have 4 games, got y'all all in, because you already know the next coach is going to be here probably 4 or 5 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we got to take our time, man. We can't be giving AP the job right now. I like the way he's had us play, the team playing. I like the way he had them playing at home. On the road, I mean, he let us down. 3 points in the whole second half of 2 games. We can't ignore that. You feel me? When you have really, really good coaches who want this fucking job, we gotta let the season play out. We gotta let it play out. You feel me? We gotta let it play out and see how that shit go, because you know what I'm saying. They infected with his juice.
Looking at that.
You gotta sustain the shit the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
And that was.
We're not looking at that, man. We're not looking at that. I said we're not looking at that. We're not looking at the mistakes. You know, we're looking at,
bro. But
we're looking at the motivation. But now what I look at is the scheme of things.
Come on, coach. You know you got to be more than a motivator. You know that. Yeah. Like Michael Irvin, he's one of the best motivators ever. Think that motherfucker can coach? Hell no, that nigga can't coach. But he can have motherfuckers run through the wall. The Dallas Cowboy, he go all crazy and shit, but that don't mean he can coach. Like,
nah, that's the residual coke, bro. That's the residual coke.
Yeah, that too. That's from the old days. Him and Leon Lett, they having flashbacks. But nah, I like the way he got them playing.
Drew, what up, bro?
Those 4th and 1s, those are his decisions. You feel me? Like, those are the things we can't overlook. Those when you know he's in job training right now, but it's like a 6-game, 8-game probation. 9 game probation, right? And if you don't, you know how I go at a job. If you don't fucking feel like you're exceeding, because bro, we can't pick you, and there's really, really good fucking coaches out there, bro. We're just gonna roll the dice and hope you're gonna be something when we know we can get something that we pretty sure is gonna work. You feel me? Like, they'll be here long term if it's up to the owners. The owners want fucking shit up. They the ones who, but he tried, right? He gave Chucky a 10-year contract. He tried to make it stable here. So I know the next coach it'll be stable and it'll be more thought out. But I think Harbaugh he looked like a Raider, bro. He fit. Harbaugh fit. But he ain't the only one. There's other coaches too. But he
oh yeah.
Fit.
Yeah. There's for sure, Joe. I got you. We might have another guest popping up. So
if I was go ahead, Gabe.
What you guys think about this week? Like this week, like what is
let's talk about
that. They got JJ back. You know what I mean? They got their JJ back this week.
Mm-hmm.
I know that they might not. They most likely are not going to have Dobbs. Yeah. I think I think Jefferson's back this week for sure. Hey. He took the buy off to come back this week. But they might be playing with Nick Mullins. They're going to be playing with Nick Mullins.
Yep.
Probably likely.
They got Big Dick Nick out there.
Big Dick Nick, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That guy, he was supposed to be with us. He was with us with
when he was with the Niners, like 3-4 years ago, he beat the shit out of us. Do you remember that? I remember that
bullshit. I was pissed.
I remember that bullshit. God. You know what I mean? So, and then he was a Raider last year. They cut him right before the season started.
Yeah,
and
Nick Mullins. All right, you motherfuckers. All right.
Yeah. Hey Nick, you have no fucking chance, bro. There's no.
That's a different defense, bro.
That's what we said when we played against them in the Niners, dude. For sure,
we did say that too.
It's not like we was good.
400 yards.
Our defense
400 yards
bad.
and 4 touchdowns against us.
Hey, but
on prime time.
Our defense was 30th. At least we're not 30th. Yeah. You feel me? Like our defense is winning games like real NFL teams now. Like you feel me?
Yeah,
that was 30th defense. Shit, me and you could have went out and fucking did what Brett Favre did after his dad died against all them badass defensive Raiders.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I was pissed. I remember that shit.
Yeah, come on, man. We made him look like. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, great guy, but man, that was a fucking Raider.
That's in Mexico. That was in Mexico, wasn't it? That was a Mexico game. Green Bay Raiders that night.
They played in Oakland.
Yeah, well.
That was in Oakland.
That was in Oakland. That was in Oakland, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, he kicked their ass in Oakland.
It was in Mexico. It was in Mexico. It was the Azteca Stadium.
I'll check it out right now.
Fucking mad, bro.
Check it out.
All I know is that shit's like this weekend. We still, even though like I think Nick Mullins is playing, though we still gotta because they still got some pretty good receivers. He might be able to. That might be able to have him playing better than really is. So you know what I mean. So it's
he's horrible.
Yeah, he is horrible. So, but we got
he's horrible. We can't give him any chance, bro. Like we seen how he played. We seen how he just played right now. We got to be the game plan. Got to be blitzing, aggressiveness. Fuck it, play Jefferson 1-on-1. It's okay, and just fucking make Mullins make a throw, because the game he came in the other day, y'all see him make a throw? Hell, fucking no. That motherfucker think he gonna make throws with Crosby on his fucking lap? No way. No fucking way. No fucking way.
But bro,
he has to win this fucking game.
I love my team, man. And all you guys know that with the deepest fucking heart ever. But every time one of these fucking backup quarterbacks go a week through practice, they have the fucking games of their lives against our fucking team.
Yep.
How many times has fucking Raiders? How many times?
I thought that was the Oakland Raiders. That was the Oakland
Raiders. I have confidence. I have confidence. Every other year for like the last couple of years, like especially with McDaniels too. Like I actually feel like you feel you have that a little bit of confidence that that's when they obviously you feel better about them playing a backup. You know what I mean in those situations, and then we get our ass kicked in those situations. But this week I feel like. I just have. I think we play good at home. We play good at home, and I think we're gonna beat them by. I think we're gonna beat them by like 10 points at least.
That can happen.
See that in the pickup show there.
Hey, you know what? You know how we're not the old Raiders though. You know we're not the fucking Raiders that lost in Chicago to fucking Tyson Bagnet, whatever the fuck his name is. because them fucking New York Giants came down there, same scenario with fucking Danny DeVito's nephew and shit, and we fucking dogged his fucking trash ass. And then what'd he do? The very next week, he went and put up big numbers and got a W. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't do that to us, bro. There's none of
the quarterbacks have really done that to us. You know what I mean? Like, I know Mahomes did kind of a.
I mean, if McDaniels was there still, anybody can. You feel me? Because he just brings the whole fucking team down.
Shout out T, bro. Like, we've been kind of saying this. I know right now, pretty much it looks kind of like we're looking at everybody else, bro. But right now we have to ride with the AOC, and that's what we're fucking with, bro. I'll fuck with AO until the season's over. And what you're saying is get another quarterback, let them battle it out, bro. I'm all for that shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. I was saying that too last week, last show too. I was like, AOC's a rookie, bro. Like, he's still gonna be a part of this team regardless. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like, can we get a quarterback? Can we get a rookie quarterback? And he's not fully ready. And AOC just seems, of course, better just because he's obviously his sophomore year. You know what I mean? No, not sophomore year, but his second year in the league. But you know what I mean? So it's like,
if that happens,
that helps the development of the other guy. You know what I mean? So it's like I just think that can help regardless.
See, I don't think you. Okay, look. This is what we're talking about. I didn't want Jimmy G. I wanted Jimmy G 4 years ago when Derek Carr got hurt, when he was on the trade, getting ready to move.
Never.
Well, I thought Jimmy G was good when he was with the Patriots, and then Derek Carr was going through that slump season, and right before they gave him the contract, I was like, I would have took Jimmy then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not now.
Not knowing. Yeah, not
but
knowing.
Like, when we got AOC, I was like, cool, we got our backup. And Gravy kind of pushed me to the point, like, man, this guy can make the throws, but he had negative 138 yards rushing. So that was the big slump on him. Plus, he was injury prone. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't think he moves a lot, because I think when he was moving a lot, that's when he got injured, regardless of whatever. But yet at the same time, AOC is a good player, man. I mean, look at his QBR. He's doing good, but he's not. It got stalled. It gets stalled, and then it's just been happening over and over. So he's kind of getting the butt of it, bro. But he's a good quarterback. Like, I'm supporting this cat, bro. Like, regardless, whatever. He's gonna be around. You know what I mean?
You need a backup. You know what I mean? He's a rookie, dog. So we're gonna have him. We're gonna have him on. Yeah, we're gonna have him on fucking contract for the next 4 years. So I mean, you're
not betting the ranch on him. You feel what I'm saying? But my thing is, if we draft a fucking quarterback in the first round and then Aiden ends up starting, that's a failure right there. That's a bad sign already. We already got the wrong coach. Yeah. Whoever we fucking drafted in the first round needs to play. That's like fucking drafting fucking Tyree Wilson. We already know what the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, we can't do dumb shit like that. We gotta fucking do the right things. Our draft is going to tell us everything we need to know. You know what I'm saying? Free agency is going to tell us everything we need to know about this coach.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I'm going to stop this real quick, man. This is a very rare thing. And like I always told him, man, he can pull up anytime he wants to, because like I started actually doing my podcasting with him. The homie Joe, bro. Raider Joe. What's good, bro? Are you there? You there? Can see you. There you go.
Joe. Hey, there it is. I wish I had an applause button.
I know.
Here we go.
What's good, you guys? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear you, brother. Yeah. How you doing, man?
What's cracking?
Oh, boy, shining with that beard lotion, bro. Look at that shit.
Look at him.
Hey,
Word.
Beard, man. Get right with Gravy.
Yeah.
What's
Sportsman,
up, Joe?
That's my partner, Joe. Joe, that's Sportsman. Like, introduction.
What's good, brother?
What's cracking with you?
What's good, man?
Yes, sir. You already know these two little rascals over here, and these little heathens.
I see Gabe with the LA Dodger, and I'm just like, fuck.
Huevo.
Hey, you guys might get Ohtani out here, bro.
Yeah. Yep. Well, still a lot. There's a couple of teams in the bidding, but it's still. We still got to see it on the field, though. Anyway, we still got Roberts, so who knows? It's always got Roberts. It's still iffy.
What's up, Joe? I heard your opinion. I heard your opinions on you and Avocazzi show, and lighten our audience. I lighten our audience with the. I'm sure you. I seen you in the chat, so you've been listening. What do you think about the situations that we were talking about coaching
coaching,
and then leading up to the Minnesota game? Because this shit, Kansas City game's over with. We had 2 weeks to fucking get by it. So, what's up with you, bro?
So, I mean, you want to come up and say something too, and then you can answer Gravy's question. However you want to do it, brother. The floor is yours.
No, that's what I wanted to touch on. I wanted to touch on the coaching. I like Jim Harbaugh for what he did in the NFL, you know, with the Niners and everything, but I don't know, man. I feel like the old school way, because he's kind of old school, you know what I mean? He's like a no-nonsense, hard-nosed type of dude. I don't know if that'll fly in today's league, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's doing it in college and everything, but you also got to remember, too, he has those allegations for, you know, spying and stuff like that. And
is that what it is? I've never really looked into it because I don't follow him, bro.
Yeah. They paid guys to go to, I guess, to have guys like in the stands and shit and recording, like
basically what the Patriots were doing.
Oh shit! Okay.
No, these motherfuckers are dressed up. These motherfuckers are dressed up as the opponents, fucking on the field
or whatever. Oh wow!
Yeah, man. On the field with press passes and shit.
Wow. Yeah.
I just don't know, man. Where there's smoke, there's fire, and like I said, I just don't know if he would be able to connect with some of these guys. I mean, you got to remember, we got Max Crosby. He's kind of young. Jacobs is kind of young. Like most of our guys are kind of young. I don't know if he would be able to connect, but if we did get him, I wouldn't be too mad either. You know what I mean? I try to look at it both sides of the
coin.
Yeah, but we'll see, man. I think realistically, also what would be a possibility is if we keep AP and then we hire somebody that maybe like for the offensive coordinator, maybe we hire somebody that he's cool with on a personal level. That way there's no egos. They could kind of run their side of the ball. You know what I mean? He runs the defense with Patrick Graham and the OC runs the offense. But I mean, you just never know what could happen, man.
Yeah, there's still a bunch of possibilities, though. Like
yeah, there is.
There's still 5 games. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We still have 5 games.
All the big names that are going to be available and shit like that. Like when the Super Bowl comes around, who's going to be playing there? You know, because now the new rule is all teams have to wait till after the Super Bowl to start interviewing guys. So, you know, all of those Super Bowl winning teams, the NFC Championship teams, all of those teams are going to have candidates. You know what I mean? All of those guys are going to have candidates on their team. So it's going to be there's still a lot of shit to evaluate here. Though. I think, like, you know, we still got a pretty long way. I know it's only 5 games and shit, we're only like a little bit more than a month left, but it's, you know what I mean? It's we're right there. You know what I mean? It's still 5 games. You know what I mean? That's a lot could happen in 5 games. Cause shit, who's to say like Renfro said, who's to say we don't win 5 in a row? You know what I mean? And we back into the playoffs. You know what I mean? Then that's a no brainer. You gotta keep, you know, AP. You know what I mean? Yep. But it's like it's just there's still a lot of shit that can happen. You know what I mean? And it's just like Lo was saying earlier. Like it's just basically like we're just throwing our opinions out there, like you were saying, bro. And it's just the people that matter really are the guys that are gonna actually come up with the decision at the end of the day, and which is Marky Mark. You know what I mean? And he's basically the guy that we're basically all why we're putting all our opinions in there. Maybe he hears one of us, maybe or not. Or maybe it just, you know, it's just something that like we just put our opinions, dog. It's, all of us have that same end goal. You know what I mean? We just want our team to be better. That's it. That's it, dog. You know what I mean?
Hey, you wouldn't think he would hear us, but he hears us, bro. He heard Raider Ralph when he was like, fire McDaniels. He got rid of his ass the next week.
That's what it was, bro. You know, so I had a question, bro, Joe. I don't know if you really touched on this or anything like that, but what do you think about the question that I'm going to ask you, do you think this team should be ran head coach, GM, or owner?
Definitely not owner.
Okay.
It depends who you bring in as the coach. Like if you bring in, I mean, I'm not saying they should bring back Gruden, but if they brought back Gruden, most likely that would be like, he would be both. You know what I mean? He would be the head coach and the GM.
I think that's something Harbaugh too would kind of like demand too, kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
because he wants total control too. You know what I mean? Like that, he's the type of guy that kind of like wants that, which is not. It's not a bad thing because when he has had it, he's kind of brought the team back to their winning ways or something like that. When he was with, when he was with the Niners, you know what I mean, and he's just, with Michigan, you know what I mean. And I know it's at a lower level, but it's still, he's brought them back to prominent. You know what I mean? He's had them in the playoffs the last 2 years. This time they're their highest seed ever, I think, number 1. You know what I mean? So it's like he's still. I like what he could bring to the table for sure. Dog, is just can he do it again? Can he work his magic again in the NFL? But you know what I mean, he is one of those guys that's gonna want pretty much like one of those old school guys, like you say. He wants that kind of more. He wants his control on everything. He wants his imprint on the whole part of on everything. You know what I mean?
Now my follow-up question with that, because if you guys are gonna say that part, my follow-up question is: do you think the Raiders should do that again? I personally don't think so.
Do what?
I think you gotta bring
I would rather have
a lot of shit that you gotta bring into account, like track record and all of that shit. Like, I just think that we brought in guys like that, which I think that's kind of why you're kind of like hesitant to like maybe bring in another guy like that. But
right,
I think it's still proven that it could work. You know what I mean? Which because he's like the most recent guy that has done something like that, which that's why I'm saying track record kind of is important. Like, he has the track record to prove that he can do it, even running, like even having that type of control. You know what I mean? He's one of those guys that actually can do it. Now, if you try to go like experiment with the dude, and just because you wanted to bring him in badly, you give him full control. I don't agree with that. Yeah. But like that's why I say track record. Like Harbaugh has had that track record of having that work for him. You know what I mean? And other guys I wouldn't be such on board with.
Yeah, he's gonna bring the right coordinators around him for sure. Like, and he's gonna bring that notoriety. He walk into the building, bro. Like the players is gonna respect him. Like they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, it's Harbaugh." Like they respect him. I'm telling you, nobody respected that other fucking puss from day one. They're gonna respect Harbaugh. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna want to play for him. Like. The Niners players, they still fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? It's just he had a problem with the management and shit. He was becoming too big of a star.
My question was, I asked Gravy earlier. I asked Gravy earlier, but do you know who his offensive coordinator was? With the Niners.
Yeah, who was the coordinator back then?
Because maybe he might be in the league right now he might be in the league right now doing some stuff, you know what I mean? Because like, just looking at the coaching tree and that's what I was just,
I don't know, but
it was somebody by the name of Greg Roman. I don't even know who that is.
Greg Roman?
Yeah.
Offensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens. They just let him go this year.
Check it out. It was Greg Roman. Roman. He brought up Greg Roman and Vic Fangio whenever. Two good coordinators.
He said Big Fangio, young Big Fangio, and like, look at man, that guy's doing. I mean, overall, he's still in the league and doing his thing. You know what I mean? So that's why I was kind of like asking, like, hey, So that's why I'm just trying to look at the mentality of who the type of players that you guys are saying that he can possibly bring in.
One thing I did hear, I was gonna say right now. One thing I did hear about Harbaugh is that when he came into the 49ers, I heard allegedly that he didn't want a lot of the alumni showing up to the games. I don't know how true that is. But I'll tell you what, bro, that won't fly with us. You know what I mean?
Hell no.
Nah.
We live off of that shit, dog. There's no fucking way.
That's a love.
I don't know if that's why he was having trouble with the management because of that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what right? Just put me
coaching for the Raiders, Joe, or 49ers?
On the 49ers.
With the Raiders or the 49ers?
No, I'm saying when he was with the 49ers, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Joe, Ja has a question for you. He says, Joe, question to Joe. Agree with me. If Gruden became head coach, is he trading for Carr?
Nah, I think, unfortunately, I think Carr's days are done.
Shout out Ja, bro.
I will say this. I mean, he's an offensive guy. He's a quarterback guy. So that would be like, I think it would be a good fit for Aiden, but that's just me.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. I just don't want us to go backwards in no form of fashion.
Yeah, we can't go backwards. Yeah.
In no form of fashion. But like if he came, like if Pierce was like, hey man, I want John Gruden to be my offensive coordinator, I won't be mad at that. I'll be like, oh shit, that's crazy. But I know he can call plays and he knows how to get the best out of players. Like I just like seeing Gruden just on little tapes where he's saying, I need more energy. I need more fucking energy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
He gets on your fucking ass, and we need that shit. You feel me? And that's what I think Harbaugh's gonna bring too.
You gotta do your job and take their heart.
Yeah, like I just for sure though. Like there's still a bunch of football left to be played for sure now, but it's just we're just we gotta.
There's bro. We're just talking.
It's an evaluation every week, man. You know what I mean? And it's you got to take it every week. You got to take it up for what it is. In the last 2 weeks, kind of has us on this, this topic. I think a little bit more than usual, but it's just, you know what I mean? It's not gonna get any like when McDaniels, you know what I mean, when he was on the hot seat, because he does. We got to remember, AP has the interim in front of him. You know what I mean? So it's evaluating him every fucking game. You know what I mean? Because it's he only had 9 games. You know what I mean, to prove it.
It is not a negative. Like Raider Nation, this is an exciting time. You feel me?
Exactly.
It's reasons we shouldn't be mad about losing right now. We shouldn't be mad about what we're doing is evaluating the coach and evaluating the quarterback. Because after this season, bro, we actually have a chance to get a top coach, to get a top QB. You feel me? Like we hope it all goes well. You feel me? But if it don't, it's not the end of the world, because end of the day, we got Josh McDaniels punk ass out of there. And the sky's the limit again. You know what I'm saying? Like
fucking Raider Pete.
It's an exciting time for me, bro. I'm excited for the Raiders again.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta jump off, but I will say this: even if we don't win the last 5 to end the season, if we go 8-8 or 9-8 or some shit, I still think AP will probably get that job.
Oh yeah,
9
wins. I've seen
9 wins.
4 wins for sure.
Above 500,
Yeah,
over 500 for sure. Yeah. I think
you
3
never know.
9-8
still might get us in. You never know.
Well, I think 8 and 9. I think even 8 and 9, because that still gives him a winning record. While he's been a head coach, it still gives him a possibility. But I think 4 kind of solidifies it. 5 for sure. I mean, that's a slam dunk.
Playoffs. You get to the playoffs this season. Aiden's your guy. AP's your guy. There's nothing else.
And hey, man, crazier things have happened. Like even last year, we had a losing record, and we were in the playoff hunt up until after we lost to the Niners, bro. So you never know.
You never know.
You got to keep playing.
I think 3 still for sure gets him. He's still in line. They're still gonna take a lot of I think they're gonna take real fucking interviews with real candidates, but like I think 4 or 5 wins, I think for sure that gives him like almost a 1.5 in. You know what I mean? Like he has he had a kind of almost a shoe in when those first 2 wins, but I mean you get 9-8, 10-7, dog. You going like there's no doubt, bro. Like he has to like
fucking Mike G. Yeah.
BBC Rafa.
BBC Rafa, fucking Rafa, bro.
I don't even think Rafa knows what that fucking means.
He doesn't watch corn. He doesn't watch corn.
He looks it up. Once he looks it up and finds out, he's probably on what is BBC? And he's
you guys see that one guy? He goes, hey, you guys see? Hey, did you guys see that one video, that one TikTok where the guy goes, "Here's my picture, my BBC, my best black companion."
He's gonna look it up and look at the pictures and goes, "What the fuck is that?"
My best brown companion. There you go, best brown companion for Rafa. Hey, yo, just a little bit of quick update, man. I just noticed one of the guys that's always here a lot is Ja Raider, bro. Ja's, been around for a long time. A lot of shit's been going on. I just made him a mod, man. So hey, Ja, man, well deserved, brother. He's a boxer, bro. Good homie, man. So I just made him a mod, man. That's a good thing, you know what I mean? So shout out Ja, bro.
That's what's up.
Ja rock hands.
Shout out Ja.
Where is Ja?
Where's Ja? Oh,
hey,
shit.
What we better do?
It's crazy.
I got this.
What's going on,
Dave Chappelle, dog. With Dave Chappelle, like, where is Ja?
Where's Ja? We need to know what
do
Ja's
something.
at.
We better do something offensively because we're playing the 31st total defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
Minnesota is?
Yep.
Yeah, no, we got to. This is that one game, like I keep saying it, keep fucking saying it, bro. Like, do not go away from fucking Josh Jacobs, bro. Make sure he gets his 20 touches.
Yep.
Make sure he gets his 20 touches, bro. Like, there's a reason why the record is the way it is when he gets those 20 touches.
Can it be a creative fucking 20 touches.
And you guys will never believe who's last. The team with all this rah-rah fucking coaches fucking storming out the locker room and telling his players this and that. You'll never think who's the last place defense in the NFL right now.
Ooh.
Philly?
Ooh.
Nah, not that bad.
Detroit.
Kansas City?
Detroit Lions.
Oh.
Detroit
Detroit
Really?
Lions.
Hey,
Yeah.
who's starting for Minnesota? Is it Nick Mullins or is it Dobbs?
Nick Mullins.
I
Nick
think it's
Mullins.
Nick.
Damn.
That's hilarious. We
Well,
better.
So,
shit.
there's
Hopefully we get some
I see no excuses, bro. There better not be one unless the whole the
Yeah.
flight
Fucking Big Al.
or the walk from the hotel room to the field, something they all get run over by buses and shit, or some big ass bomb goes off in a hotel room.
Ah,
There ain't
Hey, don't
nothing-
say that. Don't say that shit. Because shit
Yeah,
happens
don't say that.
to
That's the reason why these guys should be losing this game.
God, it's a big city. That's a target, bro.
No,
Ah,
the good thing is our defense is a lot better than what was it 2018 that he tore it up on us.
yeah.
Yeah.
That game we got our ass kicked by there. But to be honest, like I don't even care if Dobbs plays. Like I know he's had his first couple games, whatever. They're on a losing streak though to themselves. So it's like not a losing streak, but they're in that hunt right now. Really, they I think they lost the last game. They lost the last game to Denver. They lost the last game to Denver, so that ended their kind of their hot streak. They did have a bye, but they lost. I think the quarterback because I think in that game he messed something up. I don't know what it was, but Dobbs was kind of going to be out. I think they considered him out to be like for 2-3 weeks. He was going to probably miss, but with the bye, he only missed 1 or 2 games. But that 1 or 2 games falls, it happens to be falls within us. So I think Nick Mullins is going to get that start. But regardless, I think of who was playing that game, we should. If AP wants to keep the job, regardless of who was playing that, we got to win this game one way or another, no matter who plays that fucking quarterback. This shit, it's like one of those games, dog. You know what I mean? So it's like,
or with Dobbs out there, I feel like they can put up points on us because he can. Because for one, you're gonna use the inexperience of Kuntz because he's crashing hard. I love Kuntz, right? But he's inexperienced out there. They're gonna use him, get him off his spot on the edge, do all the bullshit they do to Tyree Wilson and shit. Like, I don't know.
As much as I feel about how bad Tyree is, and how bad of a pick he was, how big of a pick he was, where he was picked at. He does solve the run better than
his running grade is fucking horrible. His pass grade is horrible.
I gotta give him something though, man. You know what I mean?
Hey,
I gotta get it by head. They do.
Hey, I looked it up the other day. He's bottom 3 in the NFL edge rushers against the rush or pass. It don't even matter. He doesn't do either one well. What a waste,
knowing
man.
that there's 2 guys below him makes me feel better.
Josh McDaniels punk ass, bro.
I'm gonna jump off, man. I gotta go back to work. I appreciate you guys,
thank
man.
you for pulling up, brother. You already know it. You already know.
Anytime, Joe. Anytime, bro.
When you
Anytime.
guys
I
going
think
live
it's the
next?
game. For sure, man.
Tomorrow,
Thursday.
Tomorrow, 7:20, the Pick'em show. Yeah, the Pick'em show tomorrow.
What time?
We do the Pick'em at 7:20.
7:20.
7:20.
And then we got
Tomorrow.
the GOAT pulling up on Thursday. So
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's the one cat I don't fuck with, bro. Everybody else is cool. But
he's a good dude, man. But we'll talk about it later, bro. We got you. But yeah. But
all
bro,
right,
anytime, bro. Just let me know, bro. I know you know what? Matter of fact, next week I'm gonna be out. I'm not gonna be on the panel. I'm gonna be in Vegas.
Taking
Hey,
sick.
Joe, I got you.
Okay.
There you go. There it is, right there. You can take my spot, bro.
Raider joke segment.
We got a sub in right there.
I have a Raider joke
Take
segment.
Take him in.
There it is. Take him in.
The
You
beard,
come in for
the
me,
beard
bro.
show.
Yeah.
There it is. I should get a little bit more
All right, man.
by
It
next
was
week.
good meeting
All right,
you, brothers.
Joe. See you later, boy.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
Yeah, but it's like I just think this is one of those games, dog. Like they kind of remind me of like a Giants defense where we could put up points this week. I think we're gonna put up points this week, dog. Like I think this is one of those games where we're gonna put up points, and our defense is going to do enough to where they still probably put up like maybe 20 points or whatever, but I still think we're gonna win by 10 points. Our offense is gonna put up some points this week because that defense is bad, dog. Like, you know what I mean? It's been bad for the last 2 years. You know what I mean? We gotta keep an eye on Daniil Hunter, but other than that, we should be able to like do what we want on like you know what I mean? As in not do what we want because obviously as offense that are, you know, that we've kind of been, you know, all throughout the whole year. I'm not gonna say we should be able to do what we want because, and like that's hard to say. But if you do stick to the plan and give Jacobs his carries, bro, we should be able to fucking take care of this team. Not easily, but handedly at the end of the day.
I would like to see them more creative with these handoffs. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you watch Miami, you know what I mean? They got the smoke and mirror with the motions, and then Mostert goes up the middle, and you don't even know he has a ball before he's up. He already ran 10 yards. You know what I mean? Like, instead of the same old halfback dive, halfback blast, they can't always make it to where, okay, mano y mano. You feel me? That's cool, but you got to be creative, man. In this NFL, you need to be creative on how you fucking run the ball. You know what I mean? So get some motion involved. Get Tucker to run behind. You know what I mean? Run behind the quarterback and then hand the ball. You know we need to be more creative because we're not going to just go out there and outscore guys. I think our defense can hold this team to probably 16, 13 points because Mullins is fucking trash. But we.
Yep.
Be a lot of field goals, but that offense can't score on our defense.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't, dog. Like
I would be deceiving too if you see Tyreek Hill go around the edge like that. They got Tyreek Hill. They got Tyreek Hill going in motion. That just a chance of him getting the ball on the end around is drastic.
It's killer. Drastic. Hey, Tucker, pretty quick. You feel me?
Hey, JJ is a baller though. Now, fucking Justin Jefferson is a baller. Yeah. Getting him back is a big deal but I still think our defense should have our day with them.
Yeah, the reason why I was gonna say that because I think this is one of the biggest things that I like because we picked up Jack Jones. Him and Justin Jefferson are gonna have a battle, bro. They're good. Jack Jones is a good man on man fucking guy, and then plus they're gonna put somebody over the top of him. That's gonna be a good matchup right there. But Mullins is not going to be able to get to the ball to him because, I mean, hopefully we put that pressure up on him and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Hopefully not, because Justin Jefferson, that dude could ball, bro. Like he puts numbers up, bro.
He's that guy, but Mullins ain't it, brother. I'm telling you, I seen him not under pressure the other night, bro. That shit is fucking horrible. For sure. That's just disgusting, bro. There's no reason that they should even score 14 points on this.
T209er, what's up?
T209, bro. Thank you for that, bro. But not yet, dog. Not yet, bro. Hey, you know what? Look, see,
we're mathematically out of it. We'll start doing them. But that's a problem, dog. When we're mathematically out of it, we'll start doing them, motherfuckers.
Yeah, but bro, thank you for the super chat, dog. I can't do it just yet, bro.
My drafts are gonna be wrong like a motherfucker.
Oh my god, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate it though.
Yeah, I still want to see the bowl games. You still want to see you know what I mean? I still want to see how who's the national champion. You know what I mean? Because shit, right now, you know what I mean. You kind of see, you know, Penix. You know he's good, but like they don't consider him they consider him for sure a first rounder, but they don't consider him the best one right yet. Right. But who's to say he don't come out here and ball in these two playoff games and literally jumps to the top? You know what I mean? So it's like, I still think I want to see all of that shit play out still, dog. You know what I mean? So the bowl games, especially the playoffs is going to determine a lot of shit. What defensive players from Alabama, all of those dudes.
Yeah, real quick, I did give Ja a wrench too, but then also, you know, Dark put it out there, and D-Menace was so nice to us when we pulled up. You know what I'm saying? And Dark vouch for you, bro. And I'm not saying you didn't get it out anyways, but you got a wrench too, bro. So thank you, man. You're always here too, D-Menace. Appreciate you, bro. So he's another moderator in the chat, bro. So
cool ass dude. Go do the meet.
Very good person, nice bro. You pulled up. Very
I'll be in Denver. I'll be in Denver. I'll be in Vegas for the Denver game, D-Menace.
And I'm working on that shit. Most likely, I'm probably gonna book that shit this week, and I'm gonna be there. Luxor.
D-Menace, if Gabe's there, I'm there, bro.
Yeah, if I'm there, but Fucking dick.
We'll take Maine out there too. He's in LA.
I know Maine's gonna be right there too, bro. Shit.
Last game of the season. Last game of the season. You know what I mean? Fucking. Who knows? Like, I want to get my tickets kind of soon because who knows, dog? We go on a winning streak. Those tickets might be.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta buy them a week.
Pretty penny, dog. If we go on a 3-game winning streak or anything like that, dog, those tickets are gonna be fucking great for the last game of the season.
Especially if it's for a playoff position or whatever. Damn, that'd be a dope ass game.
Hell yeah, bro! You know, one of those that like the Charger Raider game a couple years back. Yeah. When they wanted us to tie the game. Yeah, right, biatches.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a dope. It says right here. It says these podcasts remind me of my barbershop.
That's good. That's straight talk.
Yeah.
That's what it's
about.
That's
the kind of environment. Me and my barber talk about nothing but Raiders, bro. That's it.
Barbershop talk, you know what I mean? That's what it's about, dog. You know what I mean? Like what little things that we see in our teams that personally we can, kind of say, kind of like, give our opinion on what can make this team better or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's like, and then at the end of the day, when a year, 2 years from now, shit, you can kind of pump your chest out a little bit and say like, see, I told y'all not. But it's like, it's not about that, but it's like, that's the end result. Like, fuck, all of us want to be right. You know what I mean? We want to have that. You know what I mean? But it's just at the end of the day, I don't care who's right as long as somebody's right, and we end up being good. Like,
right.
Here we go. Where we are right now.
Hey, fucking D-Menace, man. Shout out D-Menace fight with the $5, bro. He says smoke out J-Lot January 7th. You know what? I'll be smoking. I'm taking the 2 weeks off, bro. I said when I get back from the game, that's when I'll be smoking again. Shit, I might even be smoking at the game.
It looks like I'm gonna be at that game. Keep it coming. It looks like I'm gonna be there.
I'm gonna have blunts roll with that snowball inside, dog, and shit. Like, ooh, those shits are gonna be.
We gotta figure it out, bro. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be hella dope. So
look at 8-ball junkies. 8-ball junkie crew gonna be jumping over there.
Yeah. Fucking in Vegas for the draft, shit. I was giving out little goodie bags, dog, for fucking everybody. On draft night when we held the draft in Vegas. Fucking giving out fucking, little J's and some fucking.
Gabe had all the homeless. Gabe had all the homeless dudes over there, bro.
Strip, dog, smelling like weed. Everybody the whole fucking strip smelled like weed, dog, because everybody was like, just like here, and everybody was getting a fuck, just light up right there.
Man was telling me to grab a pen, bro, because it's apparently in Vegas you can, while you're in the casino, you have a little pen with you, and they don't really say much. They just
the pen, no, they don't say shit. Yeah. The pen, they don't say nothing. People are in there smoking cigarettes, hitting their vape and all that shit. They don't give a fuck, dog.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Backup smoke. I'll be the backup smoke with my little cigar, bro. See?
Yeah, the story with the cigar. Yeah, because I was in Laughlin a couple weeks back, dog, and I was at the fucking tables the whole time. You could even, that's crazy, dog. Those people are next to me and shit. You could even ask, like, as long as you're playing, dog, I was asking for drinks, you know what I mean? I was getting drinks and shit, you know what I mean? But, and free, you know what I mean? Because as long as you're playing, you're tipping the fucking waitresses, they're bringing you drinks for free. But I never knew this shit. Like, they were like, oh, can I get a cigarette? They'll bring, the waitresses will bring them cigarettes. Like, fucking one or two cigarettes, you know what I mean? For free. There you go. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? As long as you're sitting down playing.
I'll just be there putting a quarter at a fucking hour. Just, I'll take another one. Yeah, I'll take another one.
I was like, what the fuck? You asked for a cigarette and they brought it to you? What the fuck? That was crazy.
I'll be in there twisted, bro. And for the last game.
I can't be like Lowe, stay there for 3-4 days, dude. I'll never come back home.
Nah, we went to Laughlin for 2 days, 2 nights.
I have another, like 2 wives already. Come back with 2 wives, 2 families.
Nah, but when I go, I just play the blackjack tables. The blackjack tables, because those are the ones like I have a lot of good history on. You know what I mean? So it's good, especially if you find those blackjack tables that have where they're only playing with one deck. Bro, those are the ones. You fucking, because Those are like the easiest one game to play, dog, because they're only playing with
spending
one
that
deck.
money.
There's only a certain amount of cards.
You
know, there's only a certain amount of cards. All I know is the last couple of times I played, every time I won with that shit. Lakers are going to Vegas. Oh yeah, they won. Lakers just beat fucking the Suns for the third time this year, dog. Fucking they beat the Suns to get to the in-season tournament semifinals.
Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that dub, though. I just wanted LeBron won me some money. He hit his. I had him over 25 points. I think he put up 31.
Okay. Yeah, they both balled today. Him and AD balled today.
Yeah, and Durant put up 31. He balled. Booker struggled today.
Who are gonna play the championship? Sacramento.
It's semifinals. No, the Sacramento lost to
hell no.
To Pelicans. Sac lost to the Pelicans.
Hell no.
Yeah, the Lakers play the Pelicans. The Lakers play the Pelicans in the semis, and I think it's the Pacers against who won earlier today. I don't know who won earlier today, but it's the Pacers against whoever won earlier today.
What is this new shit? This new tournament? What is all
the in-season tournament? They just get I guess every player though. The only incentive is for the players, at least the players that don't get too much money. It's I think it's like $500,000 they get if you win the in-season tournament. You get a little trophy of I guess the first in-season tournament trophy, but every player gets a $500,000 bonus.
Yeah, I'll take that.
But what does it do? What does it do for the regular season?
Clark, what's up?
You just
nothing. It's just bragging rights that you won that. Nothing.
Just wins and losses, same old shit.
Yeah. Gives you like a little bit of a maybe just I don't know if it gets intense, maybe a little bit of playoff type intensity maybe, but that's about it. You're saying it ain't.
Oh, they try to eliminate the regular season kick that take days off.
Yeah, because the team that wins it, they have to actually play an extra game. So I don't know how that's going to end up working for them in the long run. I mean, it's only one extra game, but the team that ends up winning the in-season tournament at the end of the year is going to have one more game played than every other team. So they'll play 83 games, and the two teams that play in the final are the two teams that will play the most games this year. They'll play 83, unless there's one of those at the end of the season where they play each other to get in and shit, like they play those the play-in games.
Well, guys, shit. I know we're talking about Lakers right now, but I'm not worried about that right now. But I don't even know. I'm not even trying to even pay attention to it till the season's over. Till the Raiders season's over, we winning, cool. But shit,
Lakers winning now. Lakers are winning. Now. They're not bad. They're not that bad. They taking some
they
tough
just won right now. So.
They're winning more than they're losing. That's for sure.
But yeah, man, we're going to wrap it up, bro. We've been here. It was a good show, man. I had a good time, man. I know everyone pulled up. I don't know what's up with Maine. I know he's been kind of going in and out, but thank you, Sportsman, for pulling up. Thank you guys for everybody pulling up, man. I appreciate all of you guys, man. Paul, be positive at least for one fucking day. Jesus, season's over. It's not fucking over.
Next, just count it down like exit out, Paul. Like we have 5 games.
Just 5
games.
Lose
2 of them. We lose 2 of them. If we get 2 X's, we're done for damn sure. We can't get even 2 X's, dog, because I think to make playoffs we have to get no more than 1 X. But at this point, until that happens, let's be positive still. Now let's at least fucking. If we win this game, hey, take it 1 game at a time. Then we got the fucking lowly Chargers, you know what I mean? Which they can't seem to buy a win. So hey, bro, we can get right back to 500. It's like it's not out of the round for damn sure, though. I think that's very, very feasible to win these next 2 games. Then Christmas is the one that becomes the big iffy, you know what I mean? Because that's again in Kansas City.
I think that's in Kansas City. That's the game that we could possibly be the one, but I don't want that to be the one. I don't even want to say that. But regardless of whatever, I'm gonna go to the last game of the season. I know a lot of us are gonna go, win or lose. I mean, bottom line, we're going. Bro. I'm going. I'm gonna work it out. I'm going.
Hey, the good thing is that they get a mini bye. going into that Kansas City game because they play on Thursday night. I know it's going to be, kind of bad for them in that Charger game. They're going to probably be feeling it, after the Vikings game this week. The good thing is that they get both of those games at home, so at least they get the rest in their bed after the game and all that shit. But so they don't have to fly or anything out of that bullshit and play a Thursday game, and then they get that mini bye to play against the Chiefs. On Christmas. They'll have 10 days off.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree too, bro. But because they don't have that 10 days off. But the only thing is though, within that time frame, they're gonna have 2 games within 5 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Vikings this week.
But that last game.
That's what I'm saying. The only tough game is gonna be that Charger game, like as in I think their body's holding up wise. I think that's the only game that's going to be tough because that's the game where we already have 2 weeks off, so we don't have to worry about in the Vikings game because we've had 2 weeks off to rest. We're gonna have that game, but the game that's in the middle, sandwiched in the middle of that game, is the Charger game, right? So that's the game that we have 4 days, only 3 days rest pretty much from Sunday because you only get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you got to play Thursday. So that's the game that's kind of iffy, but they're on the same boat. They're going to be playing on 3 days rest too. So it's not like they're getting any big rest. So.
Fucking suck it up. Every team in the NFL does that and still wins. Exactly. So fucking suck that shit up.
So yeah,
they got the best of it. To be honest, they got the best of it. Like the best case scenario for that shit. To be honest, because they play 5 games, but they're coming off a bye to play the first game, so they got plenty of rest for that first game. They got the Chargers game in between, but they're both at home, that's good for them. And then they got the 10 days rest to play Kansas City. So I think that kind of is best case scenario for them in that situation. You know what I mean? To be playing 2 games and all that shit in that minute. So
let's hope that game matters.
Yeah.
Let's hope that game matters, man. Like if they can.
Yeah, because we can go 0-2 the next 2 games, and that shit won't mean shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
I feel you. Yeah, I know what you mean. We can lose the next 2 games, or even go 1-1. Even if we go 1-1, I think we have to win the next 2 games. To be honest, you know what I mean. We have real good, have actually good expectation in that game. You know what I mean. To be be pumped up. You know what I mean for that game, because then you're really. With so many teams within two games of each other, with fucking from all the way from the 4th spot or the 5th spot all the way to the fucking 12th spot with the teams are within 2 games of each other in the AFC, dog. So that's why these next 2 games are so important, because you can put yourself in real good position.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Especially the last 2 games being against two teams that are literally fighting for spots with you. You know what I mean? In Denver and Indianapolis.
In our way.
So so it's like this. These are big games. These next 2 games are big, bro. They could get us back in position, a good position, to make a run.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, man, why don't you guys go? We got 50 people in the building, man. We stay 50 strong throughout the show, man. Thank you everybody for pulling up, man. Appreciate all you guys. You know what I mean. John Rader and D-Menace got their moderators today. You know what I mean, which I appreciate, man. And we're gonna be growing, little by little. You know what I mean? And even Raider Paul, bro. I got it, bro.
Paul don't even want you to leave, dog. You don't even want you to leave.
Nobody wants you to leave, bro. But we got to condense, bro. But anyways, you guys go over to go subscribe to Sportsman. He's on the Sportsman right there on YouTube and also on IG.
I do.
He also does music too, so he has some dope ass shit too. I know you're working on an album right now, right? You're working on something, right?
I'm always fucking with some shit, but I'm about to be releasing some new
got
stuff.
Something in the lab. Got something cooking up in the lab.
So he does have some good music, bro. Go over there, fuck with him, bro. And Sportsman has always been a Raider fan, bro. And he's been solid with us, bro. Been very, very cool. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. Glad to have you on anytime, brother. You know what I mean? You're always welcome.
Appreciate you.
Sure. And also go to subscribe.
Appreciate the love. You already know it's all love.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, we have a show tomorrow. Dog. You're more than free to show up there too, bro. We're gonna have the smoke out hour tomorrow. We smoke out the whole show too, though. So you're more than welcome whenever you
come. So, bro, you get the knowledge of the Coach Grady Pickums.
We pick all the games.
Right here.
So hey, Sportsman, you're not missing much.
Whatever you want, dog. Whatever you want.
I told you, in the first couple of weeks, it was me and Gabe, right? Then Low comes in, and I said, I ain't playing no more.
Here we go.
There it is.
Nah, for sure. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, and as that, segue to that shit for make sure you guys go and catch that shit tomorrow at 7:20, dog. The smokeout hour. We're gonna be live right there. You know what I mean? Kicking, last week we're gonna be giving you the results from last week's pickups and all of that shit. I think your boy's still on top, maybe. You know what I mean? I don't know. We're gonna see. But for sure, man, yeah, we're gonna be breaking that shit a little bit more down because tomorrow the actual injury reports come out. Tomorrow the actual injury reports come out, so we'll be able to at least break down a little bit more with you guys too, to actually give you a real fucking not a I think what's his name is playing or Dobbs is playing. Like, we'll give you kind of a more of a for sure type answer. So yeah, just tune into that shit, man. The smokeout hour for sure, 7:20.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for pulling up, man. Remember, go to subscribe to all of us, man. You know what I mean? It's going to be the Sports Main. Everyone's putting it up right there. Look in the chat right there. You can go there. Sports Main, Raider Nation Live, at Raider Gate 420, and at Coach Gray. We go subscribe, man, and we appreciate you guys. Nation, it's always a pleasure. Like I always say, be thankful for what you do got and what you don't. Don't drink and drive. And the last not least, on 3, Raiders. 1, 2, 3. Raiders!